Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got a get ready with me video for y'all today on this look right here. Nothing specific, I just grabbed a bunch of fun makeup and decided to get ready with you guys on camera today. So this is the look that I ended up creating. So yeah, if you're new here, my name is Leslie, welcome. I love to do get ready with me's, favorites, new at the drugstore reviews, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are getting ready together today doing this look, so let's get to it. Okay, let's get ready, and my neighbor is doing some project outside. There's some grinding noise. I don't know, yard work, a project, who knows. So you probably can hear that in the background, but we're gonna carry on because this is when I have to film. So let's get ready. I'm going to use the Good Ol' Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. It's the green tangerine. I love this. Wow, that's really getting loud out there. I go lighter with skincare because the last couple days I feel like my skin has been a little bit oilier. My skin is very combination. It's kind of different every day. It's just funny. Next, I'm using the Numbuzzin No. 5 Vitamin Concentrated Serum. Pretty sure this has vitamin C in it also, but I don't notice like any kind of irritation using the two of these together, so I do it. Hopefully they don't cancel each other out. I know there are sometimes things, I don't know. I don't really know how that works with like skincare canceling each other out. I wouldn't think, but I don't know. Then I'm going to use the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Bakuchiol Eye Cream. I like this for daytime. I try to use very little because I feel like if I use too much, it's almost like counterproductive. Like it almost makes my under eyes too hydrated, too kind of shiny or something, and can make my concealer apply a little funny. So I just like to apply just a little bit. And then my SPF, the Etude House Sun Prize Mild Airy Finish SPF 50 plus PA+++++. I love this. Saying mild airy finish, yeah, it's got a good texture to it. Like it's light and it almost acts like a primer. I've said that many times. Like I just really like the texture of it for under my makeup, at least for me and my combo skin. Even on my days where my skin is kind of a little bit more on the normal to dry side, I feel like it still worked well. Okay, for foundation, I'm going to use the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage in 10 Light Beige. I'm going to try to use not too much of this, just because I'll use more concealer where I need a little bit more coverage. So I just have kind of very light, small dots of this. Let's use a BK Beauty 106 brush for this. I like to kind of like swipe it more on the middle part of my face just to get kind of like a light application. I find that I like overall lighter foundation coverage, but then just putting some good concealer on areas that I want more coverage. Like I want more concealer probably on my nose, here on my broken capillaries, maybe over here. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's use some eyeshadow primer. Let's use the Alter Ego. I love the Alter Ego eyeshadow primer. Works really well. Chester is in here and he is obsessed with the printer. I don't know why. Like sometimes I'll start to hear the printer going off or a copier or something because they can make copies. And I'm like, what's going on? Then I look over there and he's like touching it with his paw. He just loves it. It's so funny. I'm like, what are you doing? You don't need to be working right now. Go take a break. Okay, I'm using the It Cosmetics Brow Powerful. Kind of starting with this for just like a basic shape to my brows. We call Chester the house manager because he's always working on a project. He's hilarious. Oh my goodness, he's so funny. My brows look different every single day, and the two of them always look different. But I think that's just kind of the nature of eyebrows, at least for me. They just kind of have a mind of their own, and my application style has a mind of its own and seems to kind of be different every single day. Okay, now I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Freeze and kind of lift up my brows. And then I'll go in with the NYX pen, the brow pen thing. So this, I just try to do some little hair-like strokes, but I usually like to go over it with a little bit of powder or something to kind of tone it down a little bit, because I feel like it can kind of, it looks a little intense. But I like the brow kind of strokes, and like the little hair-like strokes, that's the word I'm looking for. But, like, this is the color taupe, which I think is the right color for me, but it looks a little intense. Oh, now Chester's coming over here. What are you doing, baby? You gonna jump up on the desk? I was gonna try to pick him up, but of course he ran away because he's a cat and it's all on his terms. So he's exited the room now, and I definitely think my brow application looks different from side to side because I'm right-handed. So one side looks, you know, how I'm holding the pen and stuff, and where and how I'm pressing affects kind of how it goes on. So whatever, you know what I mean? It's an eyebrow. I'm not gonna lose sleep over my eyebrows not matching exactly. Let's set my eyeshadow primer, and then I'm gonna put a little bit more powder on this side because this one's looking more intense than the other one. Sometimes I go in with a smaller pencil too. Like this is the, I think this is looking better. This is the Moira. They're like mini one. 1.5 millimeter precision brow pen in taupe. Yeah, I think that kind of makes them match a little bit more. Okay, we've spent too much time on the brows. There's the brows. There are the brows. Okay, now moving on to eyes. Let's use the LA Girl Nudes Natural palette. I'm going to start with this. And I think I'm going to start with a tiny brush. I don't know why, just because. The Morphe M507. I'm going to use a combo of these two. I have no idea what I'm doing with an eye look. I'm just doing an eye look. Probably like pinky taupey neutral. Putting this all over my lid, blend it into my crease, lightening up the pressure as I kind of move upward. That kind of helps the blend. I really like these shadows. I'm impressed with LA Girl. I think they make good makeup. At least the stuff that I've tried. I usually really like their stuff. Okay, now I'm going to use just a little bit of this one right here. Just right on my lid. Trying to use it a little bit lighter, but I do still always like that kind of brightness on the inner part of my lid, and I think I'm going to top it with a little bit of Urban Decay Moon Dust shadow because I just like a little bit of a bright, sparkly look on the lid. Let's use Urban Decay Space Cowboy too, just right on the inner part of my lid. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, then I'm going to use, let's see, a little combo of mostly this and like one little tap of that one. Mostly that lighter-ish, medium kind of shade and just a little tap of that darker one. Just for the outer corner. Okay, I think I'm going to do like, brown liquid liner, winged liner, and brown mascara. I think I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Precision Felt marker. This is in the brown. In brown. I was looking for the color. 605, brown. Now Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in the brown shade. When they first sent this to me, I was like, oh, I don't know about a brown mascara because I'm so used to black mascara, but I actually love this. I love the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but in the brown, it's actually really pretty. See, isn't that so pretty? It's still like Vavoon looking lashes, but just a little bit softer because it's brown. I really like that. Okay, now I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the brightener shade, just right here on the deepest part of my under eye discoloration, where it's kind of the most shadowed and blue. See, just like really pops out that area and kind of helps to hide that discoloration. I just kind of softly blend it out. Now Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in Fair. Just apply this kind of in these areas. I'm going to what? I'm gonna do a different concealer on my broken capillaries. The BK Beauty A506 brush. A little bit on my under eyes too. This will forever be one of my favorite concealers. It's just one of those like kind of not gonna fail ya, I feel like. Just a good formula to it. It's smooth looking on the skin, kind of medium coverage. It's just good for a lot of things. It's just a good, affordable, classic concealer. And I love the Ofra Perfect Cover Concealer. I'm gonna use light nude. I love this specifically for my broken capillaries and then when I have a pimple to cover. Like it just is very smooth looking on texture. It's got great coverage. A little bit goes a long way with it, so you don't need very much product. That's really kind of an important thing I noticed about it, because when I use too much, I don't like it. When I first tried it, I was like, that is too much, like too much coverage, because I'd used too much product. So just a little tiny bit and then blend it, and it's just beautiful. It is such a good concealer. I'm gonna set my face with the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Rose Petal. I have several of these stocked up. Just gonna use this right in my T-zone. Then the L'Oreal True Match powder, just lightly for the rest of my face. I'm not using very much product. I'm just kind of lightly applying this. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of one of the NYX Buttermelt bronzers. I'm gonna use Buttercup, which this one is kind of warm and light for me, but I just want like a little tiny bit of it just to kind of give a little bit of something on my cheeks. I don't know, that doesn't really tell you anything. A little bit of something. We need a little bit of something on my cheeks. And I'm also gonna put a tiny bit on my forehead, but I mean, I am like barely touching. I mean, it's almost kind of pointless, but you know, let's use it anyway. Then I'm gonna use the NYX Buttermelt Blush in Getting Butta. Getting Butta. So this is a bright shade. This one I have to be a little bit more light-handed with. And I'm getting a ton on my brush for some reason. That's not what we need to do. I'm gonna tap it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna lightly buff this on my face. I'm using very little pressure. I'm like almost hardly touching my face. And I'm just gonna buff this on, just kind of swipe it and then go back and buff it. For me, I find that a swiping, kind of buffing application technique with these works the best. And then I just really love them. I think they're beautiful. Last step for lips, I think I'm gonna do kind of a brighter something. So let's first apply Maybelline Dusty Rose. That's just really for shape. And then I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Soft Blur in I'm Shy. I'm gonna start with this one. They smell so good. Like sugar cookies or something. And then a little bit of Homecoming Queen. These have that kind of powdery matte sort of formula, but I'm used to matte lipstick, so I like them. Okay, so here is the finished look. I like how it all came together. Just kind of like pinky, fresh, neutral-ish sort of makeup. I love pinky makeup, and I love a bright, sparkly lid and lots of mascara. I love makeup. Makeup's just fun. So I hope that you guys enjoy getting ready with me today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Let me know down below what you have been loving playing with lately in your collection. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!